Hi-ho and hello, I am the bastard, and I have some sad news to you people. I am no longer going to support Intel. I'm going to AMD. I don't care if Intel does superior products. I don't care if people think that AMD is shit. But as long as Intel is pushing money on this woman called as Anita Sarkeesian, I am not going to support Intel. I'm sorry. I'm not. Because Anita Sarkeesian herself, she's not for gender diversity. She's not for gaming. She's anything against anything that is gaming. In fact, when she's making her videos, all she does is insult men, claim how video games affect our personality, and meanwhile she's also insulting the woman at the same. So what the hell am I talking about? Well, I came with this news article about Intel, who proudly announces diversity initiative with Anita Sarkeesian's feminist frequency. I'm sorry. I just have to. I can't take this shit. Anyways. During his keynote speech, the consumer entertainment show last night, Intel CEO Brian Krishnanik, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that name. Anyways, Brian, the asshole, the dipshit, uneducated dipshit, announced that Intel intends to invest $300 million into workplace diversity for their US workforce, noting the low percentages of non-Asian minorities and women in current Intel workforce. Intel also intends to partner with a number of groups to accomplish this, including Feminist Frequency and International Game Developers Association. Note that this is the same Intel who removed their ads from Gamasutra temporarily, as it later turned out in response to an email campaign driven by Gamergate. Anyways, Intel, what the fuck were you thinking? Actually, Brian, what the shit were you thinking? Have you done any research on this woman at all? She's basically saying that me, gamer, take influence from gaming. She's basically, in her very second video, she's pretty much saying that men have toxic masculinity and we objectify women. We see women the same as my television back there. That's apparently woman to us. And I'm sorry, my room right now, it sort of looks terrible. Clothes everywhere. Oh, fix that. There we go. Looks nice? Yes, it looks handsome. Anyways, basically, that's what she's saying. She literally says that in her second video. She's claiming that pretty much all the games, they are sexist, and all the women in video games, they are either diminished or disempowered or some shit like that. Even Samus Aran, the Metroid female hero from Metroid, who's a strong, independent woman, a space pirate hunter, what's that thing? A bounty hunter. And she's as strong as they fucking get. I mean, she's basically saying that Nintendo is sexist and misogynist and shit like that, only because they have a female warrior who likes to wear skin-tight spacesuit, and that somehow sexually objectifies women. And get used to this, because she's saying sexual objectification a lot during her videos. She's literally representing each and every female in gaming as a sexual object of somehow. Basically, she's insulting women by saying that, because you know what? I'm sorry, Anita Sarkeesian, but I don't see a sexual object. I just see a hot girl. A person. But basically to her, we just see a fucking television or phone that we just handle and own. And basically after pretty much demonizing each and every woman in gaming, you know what's her ideal positive female character is? She's a gender mute, no background, no history, no personality, character, who loses her power and commits a suicide at the end of the game. How the fuck is that empowering? Just let me ask you, if you are a feminist and watching this video, and I'm quite sure because I mentioned Anita Sarkeesian and how much she sucks and how insulting she is in general, let me ask you, how is the female character in Cynthian? I don't know how to pronounce that name either. I'm sorry, I'm Finnish. How is she empowering? How is she's a positive female character? I've played many games, and I can name few positive female characters, the top of my head, that I think that are positive female characters. And they're strong, they're appealing, they're fun, or can be fun. I don't expect everyone to share this opinion with me, but let's see. Scepter Core, Maya. She's one of the most positive female characters I've ever seen in gaming. She's not overly sexualized. She's smart. She's strong. And quite independent too. She can handle her own. Shantae, well, she's kinda sexualized. But she's still strong and fun. And it's a good game. Guardian Legend. That's 3. What else? Well, that's true. Faria. She is also strong. Though there is a plot twist at the end of the game where she turns out to be a man. So, I don't know. If you want that to count, sure. If you don't want it to count, well, sure, whatever. Samus Aran, Metroid. She's strong, independent. Actually, she will be an ideal representation of a positive female character in video game. Anyways, the reason why I despise Anita Sarkeesian, and trust me, I am not anti-woman. I am not anti-woman in gaming, anti-woman anything. I am anti-Anita Sarkeesian. It's not the same thing. And there are a lot of people, homosexuals, transgendered, black, Asian, and women who are against this piece of shit as well. But the reason why I'm so against her is because she is a professional victim. And professional victims, they are literally a fucking walking insults to actual victims out there. Every time she gets a death threat or negative comments or someone calls her a cunt, and rightfully so, she's like fucking drooling like cockroach macros who's like, I can make more money out of this. She wishes to get harassed so she can make a victim out of herself. Meanwhile, she's driving the attention away from actual victims of rape, domestic violence, violence in general. And trust me, there are actual victims out there. She's not one. I just can't stand professional victims. She originally went into 4chan to get as much negative attention as possible. And from their point on, she just took every troll comment and made it seem appealing to BBC News and other news outlets, ABC News and whatever outlets, that she's being so harassed over the fucking internet. I'm sorry, but no. And on top of that, she's lying about the games that she's talking about. She's cherry-picking the content. And she doesn't even fucking play those games. And the two of the latest videos I've seen about her, well, one of them was about her Trolls vs. Woman video, the Hitman 1. She forged footage. She basically claims that, yeah, we guy gamers, we pretty much play like this. Punch hookers in the face and shove them into boxes because it gives me an erection, apparently. Yeah. That totally gives me erection. And I play like this. This is how I usually play my games, you know, not like this. This is nothing like. Guys totally play like this. Sorry, I'm in a rambling mood. But sorry, Intel, you lost me. I don't care if you make superior products. It's full-on AMD for me from now on until you pull your head out of your ass. Do some actual research on this woman. Check out her videos, what she's about. Until then, AMD and NVIDIA. I don't care if my motherboard will crash after 2 months. I will just buy a new one. Until, well, AMD will start to make good products as well, because they get so much money out of me. But this is just fucking ridiculous. I mean, I could understand if she was like, yeah, if she would just say that she'd like to see more women in gaming, she'd like to see some tropes not being used so much, but that's not what she's saying at all. That's literally not what she's saying at all. Basically, all the female characters in video games, they are some sort of fucking sexual objects. Generally, if we go by her words, let's pretend that we live in a world that she claims the world is about. And mix that into video games. Let's pretend that I was a video game hero. And basically, my princess got captured, or my girlfriend, or whatever. According to her, I just go rescue her because masculinity. But, you know, if we go about this realistically, why if the woman of that game was nothing more but an object to me, why would I bother? Why would I bother? I would be like, wow, that dragon dude stole my princess again. What an asshole. And then I went into Here's My Bitch's store and bought myself a new bitch. Because apparently, obviously, women are nothing more but objects to me. That is a realistic scenario if we men wouldn't care the fuck about women. I'm not in a hurry to go and show my masculinity. I hate violence. Real life violence, I mean. I enjoy video game violence, but real life violence, I don't support that. But, of course, according to Anita Sarkeesian, because I play these violent video games so much, they like brainwash me into thinking, having these morals, weird morals from video games, where I can go punch people in the faces and pretty much shoot everyone to show them up my masculinity. And of course I don't give a shit about women. They are nothing more but fuck tools to me. That's basically the message she's trying to send in her videos, unless I haven't made that obvious already. And I just can't stand this piece of shit of a woman. Anyways, subscribe, comment, rate, comment, subscribe, comment, rate, comment, whatever, do whatever you like. And don't support Intel unless you want to support bullshit.